Karan, it's a wonderful thing that you've done. I think yours is an extremely beautiful life. Yours is an extremely important life that people should read about. I don't know if people will learn or not, but it's important to know of your experiences. My only questioning part of this whole book is the title. I find that a little different. It could have been titled anything. It could have been titled, according to me, apart from The Unsuitable Boy, it could have been the Good Boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. If his father was here, he would vouch for it. His mother is here, she would vouch for it all the time. You know, there are very few boys who sit down with their mothers at night and discuss tele-shopping. He does that at 3 a.m. wherever he is in the middle of a party, but he'll come back and he'll say, "Mom, मैंने सुना है वो tele-shopping network पर एक नई चीज़ आई है, let's sit down and buy it." That's a good boy. He's an intelligent boy. I think that's what the book could have been called. And it's a personal experience because I have the inability to express my feelings. I have oversensitivity issues. I am complexed and damaged. But I realize that the only person apart from my family now who can give me the space or figure out how I'm feeling has been only Karan. He can make out that Bhai is angry, Bhai is sad, can't say this to Bhai. And it's not just me. I've seen him being sensitive to everybody around, from the youngest of people, his team of Student of the Year, to the eldest of them all. And he can understand what is happening in your heart, what is happening in your soul. He's an extremely, extremely wonderfully gifted, sensitive person. The book could have been called The Brave Boy. And I say this with vehemence and conviction because Karan is different. He's extremely different. And not just in the unique sense. He's different. And it's difficult being different. Especially in our country, in the world we live in, the society that we have to face. He's just different. And to achieve what he has done, with the gusto that he's done this, with the aplomb that he's achieved this, is even beyond the greatest of achievements. Because to be different, and to do and be accepted, and to run wild and free in this world is a very, very special thing. I know him very personally. I haven't read the book. I don't know how much of the difference comes out in this book. But he is a different boy. He is a unique boy. And last but not least, when I say this, he is genuinely an extremely brave boy. And he's all of these put together. He makes a very special boy. To me, Karan Johar will always remain the most beautiful boy that I've ever seen in my life. I genuinely believe, 25 years of work, 51 years of age, I truly, truly, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this, I truly believe my children, my wife, and myself, we truly have arrived because I have a full chapter in your book. So thank you so much. God bless you. And may Allah give you happiness, health, goodness, children, many of them, and everything that you ever wanted.
I remember the day so clearly etched in my head, like it's like it happened yesterday. I grew up with movie stars that were stalwarts, that were luminaries, that we literally looked up to, like Mr. Bachchan. You know, when he walked into the room, there was a sense of like, you know, like glory. Someone magnificent has walked in. So there was this stardom that I had realized, being a producer's son, stars were always put on a pedestal. We were always the poorer parties. We were the ones that had to kind of succumb to their stardom, look up to their full of awe, because they were the ones who made the movies happen. So I grew up feeling movie stars were like unapproachable entities. I had then lost track with the generation because I was in my college days, and I was touching base with my father's side of the business much later when he took me to meet Sharukh to sign him for Duplicate. And I had never met somebody who was a young movie star, who was so loved at that time, and everyone wanted him in their movies, who was this animated, this conversational, this, what do I say, just this real person. So I was in shock. And the fact that he respected my father so much, the fact that he showed that respect meant the world to me, because up to that point I felt like my father had not had the best run at the movies, even with certain people and relationships. And when I saw Shahrukh give him that love, I think I fell in love with Shahrukh at that moment, because I saw the love he gave my father, and that to me meant the world. Nothing else mattered. Kajal, I think enough has been said about recently, especially when excerpts of the book have been out. So I don't want to say any more about the fact that we have great history, and I want to remember just the history that we've shared. This is a moment in that history of nearly 25 years of a friendship. And yeah, sometimes chapters end, books end, relationships end.